Hello guys, hello, my name is Yelena, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna make a cake, Napoleon cake, yay! So here's in the bowl I have 730 grams of all-purpose flour, adding half a teaspoon of plain salt, and then we're gonna shred 5 sticks of unsalted butter, yes, shred, and the butter needs to be from refrigerator, very cold, so that way it does not mix inside our dough while we mixing it together. All right, so we should be able to see the butter chunks in there. All right, so I'm just gonna shred one stick at a time. If it starts to be a little sticky on the surface, I will dip my butter stick in the flour, and that will help you like that, and that will help you a little bit with the shredding. So while that done, and you can see all that butter, just make sure it's everything mixed in. Make sure, watch out for your fingers because those graters can be very sharp. All right, so now make sure scrape all the butter off your grater because we need it all. All right, make sure very thorough. Okay, scrape it all inside because sometimes it likes to get stuck in there. All right, well, I think that should do it. Looks pretty clean. All right, and now we're gonna mix all this butter with our flour like so, but very gentle so that it stays crumbly. So the mixture should stay crumbly. All right, so just if you have big chunks, just break it up, use your flour in the bowl and kind of mix it like this. But again, don't try to mix it all together. That's very important. All right, so when it looks very sandy like this, let's add the other ingredients. So here I have 180 grams of cold water. You can just use water from refrigerator, that's fine. And then I'm gonna add to the water 2 teaspoons of vinegar. 2 teaspoons. All right, and then I'm gonna use 2 large eggs. So I'm gonna crack the eggs right inside the bowl, like so. Then I'm put all my liquids inside. All right, and start mixing it. So I'm mixing it with kind of large motion. Again, the idea of all this dough is put it together without melting the butter, so it needs to stay still chunky. Sorry guys, my husband is mowing grass outside. All right, so the still needs to stay chunky, so all we need is just kind of glue it together. All right, so it starts to get lumpy, as you can see, so continue to get to it. As you can see, I don't push whole bunch on my dough with my hand. I kind of roll it a little bit on itself. All right, so you can see it's coming together more. Again, just lightly pushing on it, light movement, so let the dough stick rather to itself than you kind of mold it together. I hope that makes sense, guys, but you will see what I'm talking about once we continue to work with this dough and bake, and you will see how it looks. All right, make sure you scrape the hands. I'm using gloves. I know it's gonna be baked off, so you technically don't need to wear gloves. I just don't like the sticky, gooey feeling on my hands, so I always use gloves if I'm gonna be messy. All right, so here's all came together. There's no crumbs in my bowl, so now I'm just gonna put it on the table just to help it kind of smooth it out a little bit, kind of come it more together. All right, so you can see it is together. It's a little sticky, so let's see. I think I'm gonna need dust flour a little bit. Yeah, just a little sticky. All right, so just a little bit flour on the table, and you can see it's just, I don't know, maybe 1 tablespoon of it, and just kind of roll it a little bit, and you can see the surface is becoming very smooth now. All right, so I like the way it looks. You can still see marbling of butter on top. And I'm gonna wrap it in a plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for about half an hour to an hour just to cool off. Again, that is all for the butter not to melt on us, to stay firm. All right, so wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator, and meanwhile, let's make a filling for it. Okay, so for the filling, I don't know what happened to my camera, but we're gonna cook custard first. So just like any other custard rolls, we're gonna use half a cup of regular sugar and quarter cup of cornstarch. Mix it all together in a bowl, and we're gonna add 4 large eggs to this mixture and 500 milliliter of milk. Any milk, whole fat milk, low 2% milk, doesn't matter, just milk. All right, and then we're gonna cook it like a regular custard. So bring it to the boil, mix it vigorously, make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. You can see it's already thickening up on me. So make sure it looks kind of like a porridge-like. I have my bowl with a little strainer. Just make sure if it's all mixes right. If you don't trust yourself, if it's could be little lumps from the eggs, you think, just kind of like a little safety net for us. So I like to put it through the strainer. All right, and that way it will be nice and smooth for us. Okay, I'm gonna strain it. Probably with whisk is not a good idea. Let me go ahead and get a little spatula. Hold on, guys. All right, much better. All right, strain it inside my bowl. Just like that. Scrape it from the back side of it. Make sure you don't lose any of that. All right, and now we're gonna put plastic wrap on top of the surface. Make sure it's nice and tight, so that way it doesn't air dry on us. And I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator to cool off until we're ready to use it. All right, just like that. So the dough still has a little white specks on it, so that's butter, so that's what you want to look at. So that means we did not over mixed it, so it's just right. All right, so now just eyeball it. Depends how big you want the layers to be, depends on how many layers you want in a cake. So this one is very individual, so I'm gonna start at 8 layers and just see how big I can get. Something like that. So do a little like that, but it's pretty stiff. All right, so let's take one, and you can roll it straight on a parchment. That way you don't have to lift it up to put on a tray. You can start it right in here and help with your hands first. Then you can do a little bit flour and just carefully. I'm gonna try to make a round. this pan lid so I can just imprint it, and ta-da, it's all cut out for me. And you can do this, just make sure it's separate, or you can just break it off after it bakes, so that's up to you. So cut it thin like that, and we'll bake it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit until it's all puffed up. I'll show you what it looks like. It will be golden brown and all puffy. So it's about 10-inch round, I would say, my pan. So this one been in the oven for 10 minutes. So that's kind of what you're looking for. See, it's puffs up, and I can do a little more. Next one, I'll add a couple more minutes, just a little browner, but that's what you're looking for. So it's puffy and it's golden brown. Just go ahead and take it out. Play my next one. See how it's comfortable when you pre-roll. Just put it on a tray and put it in the oven next. All right, and I'll be back when I bake them all off. All right, so now cake's all cooled, so you can see the layers. Like this was in the oven for 10 minutes and this were in the oven for 15 minutes. So my oven got too hot, so somewhere in the between, so 12-13 minutes, that should do the trick. So that's what you're looking for. You can see it puffed up. It's very nice and airy and the bubbles are stayed. So let's go ahead and now make an icing while it's cooling a little more, and we'll put our cake together. So here in the mixer bowl I have my heavy whipped cream, 500 milliliter, and I'm gonna go ahead and add here sweetened condensed milk. All right. Gonna add, this one is Eagle brand, just regular sweetened condensed milk. All right, and now I'm gonna whip it till stiff peaks. All right, so this is the consistency, and now we're gonna take our custard that we cooked earlier, remove the film, and we're gonna fold this cream in our custard. Do a little first. Now I'm gonna add the rest of the cream. So this cream is not going to be too sweet because we did not add any sugar in the custard. So if you want your cake on the sweeter side, you can add more sugar as you cook. Just make sure you don't see any white streaks or yellow streaks, so you should see nice, pretty pale yellow color cream. All right, and what I like to do is kind of even it out the surface, kind of so we eyeball it. All right, so we have 8 layers for the cake, so I'm gonna divide my icing here on 8 parts like that, so that kind of will help me with the amount I can use per each layer. All right, so put this on the side for right now. Take our board, pick the ugliest layer first, like that. So here I'm gonna take my little section and add it here and gently spread it all over the cake. Make sure you come to the edge like that. Then you put the next layer on top of that and repeat until you use all your layers and all your icing. Okay, and last layer. So that's what's left of the cream, so just a little bit. So I'm just gonna pile it all on top. So it's left a little more than what we used on the previous layers, but I need that because we need to ice a little bit on the sides too. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, so kind of even out icing like this, and then from each side I'm gonna take it and put it a little down the sides like that. Whee! And then you make a mess like me and you're all good to go. All right. And I remember we had all this leftovers. But I'm gonna rinse this bowl quick. Right. Put it in the bowl. And crush it. See how nice and airy it come out? all the flaky crust, so this is perfect. So that's all because we had those butter pieces right through the dough. And when it baked, that butter pieces created the pockets. All right, so break it on a small. Don't do it too small, but we do want it kind of flaky. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and take our cake. Hold it over the bowl and press it to the sides like that. I hope you guys can see it, what I'm doing here. So this is what it looks like now, all nice on the sides, like that. So now I'm gonna leave it at room temperature for 3 to 4 hours and then put it in the fridge overnight. And we're gonna cut it into more. It's gonna shrink a little bit, and all the icing, all the cream and the layers will kind of melt all together. And we'll cut it into more and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so this is next day. So the cake just from the fridge, so it's nice and chill and set, of course. So let's try to cut it. Oh, it's very soft. The nice goes in very easy. So of course, for serving, just let it come better to room temperature, so that will, you'll enjoy it better. All right, but this is our slice. Let me put it on plate. Oh, look at all those layers and all that cream. Let me get the fork. That turned out really nice. And of course, again, it's cold. Oh, that's so good, guys. Very nice. So the cake, again, like I mentioned before, it's not too sweet. So if you like it be on the sweeter side, add more sugar to the custard. Maybe, probably a cup of sugar will be good to make it like real sweet. This is very nice and tender and just a little bit sweet dessert. Very nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this recipe a shot. It's very nice. I'm sure you will like it. It was very easy to make too. And I will see you next time. Bye. Love you so much. This is so good. Oh yeah.